The following is intended for mature audiences only. Discretion is advised.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty.
I had that as a kid, dude. Till my dad sold it for crack to the pawn shop.
Shit. I'm not drawing today.
Huh?
I'm not drawing today.
No, you're not telling you to draw today for last week's though.
I know.
You have that one, right?
Not done.
Okay, see what I mean? God damn, Drew. I mean, Tim. It's like fuck rock.
You added.
I mean,
you asked
Tim.
for more than a character this time. You wanted like a whole background with the YMCA. I'm going ham on that.
I hope you
It's
do,
it's,
dude.
it's going to be a complete drawing.
I mean, I hope you do.
I'm doing my bestest. I got the super nice like detailed brush to make it all horror like and everything. It's really cool. But okay,
I hope you
today
draw right this time.
I mean, I sure hope so. Like, I failed you last time, so I'm trying not to do that this time. I'm doing my bestest. Some shit takes a little bit of time. And he's doing that for you, Josh, because I gave him shit about consistently picking his nose every time we record. So now, like an asshole, he wants to double down.
There's nothing wrong with picking your nose.
Okay.
Thank you, f***ing Buster.
What can I say? It's 2-on-1. And
I told him, bro, you
we're
keep talking like
picking our
that.
noses over here.
I told him, bro, you keep talking like that. I'll try to aim at the camera and try to nail the camera every week with one to where it covers the whole camera screen.
Just got to be vile for no reason. But all right.
Ew, Boo's gross. Ugh, don't shake my hands. I don't want you to anyway. I'm like Howie Mandel.
I clean my hands.
I'm like Howie Mandel. Don't touch me.
Be like, you pick your nose in your room, right?
I mean, I pick my nose too, just not on camera. That's
As cordial as I am. Like, just up.
Sometimes
if you guys are recording together and he's picking his nose, that's one thing. But if he's picking his nose at home,
mind my own business, you can eat and die.
No one said you couldn't go booger diving on your own private time. I'm not saying
No,
that.
it's called digging for gold, and I got a couple of nuggets. I'm telling you.
Where do you put your boogers at? Do you like wipe them under your desk or something?
Oh no! Like I said,
yeah.
Tim,
What's your disposal method?
No,
so when you're not trying to piss off, where are you throwing? You got whole roll.
I mean, y'all don't want to see a motherfucker like this, bro. Just like.
You could also
now
just
we're
take
getting
a
out
break
of control.
I mean, you could also just take a beat to go clear your nose. You could do that.
No, I have bad sinuses right now, bro. For some reason, when I be smoking weed, I get a runny nose, bro. It's bad.
All right.
So you've never had a spot where you like hide your boogers like in your life? Because you've been a nose picker your whole life. You've never been like 12 and you like wipe them under your chair.
No,
yeah, you've been alive longer than us. You've definitely got to have your, your ways.
My aim is on point.
So who are your victims of choice then?
You.
Oh.
You got FedEx of a whole bunch of targets with your face on them with me nailing it.
You ship boogers out. They just come flying out the box.
I mean, if you want to press me on some crazy shit, I FedEx you targets with your face on them with booger bullseyes. Booger bullseyes. Yeah. Nailing it. Your fucking forehead's tagged with a Mount Everest of boogers because I tagged it.
Today, we're talking about what are we talking about, Josh? Exactly. How are we phrasing this?
What I was saying is your favorite cars.
Vehicles in the cinema,
four-wheel car,
anime, etc.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, like, cars are fucking dope. Everybody's got a dream whip. And, of course, anytime anybody sees, like, the coolest whip they've ever seen, like fantasy or otherwise on film, it's pretty it's pretty striking. It gets some of them are pretty iconic, like Kit and from Knight Rider and all that stuff. We've all got our favorites. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have like pick a number of them from like Fast and Furious and stuff like that. Boo, let's start with you, man. What's one of your favorites?
On a side note, on another one, while I was looking for scratch paper to write down my cars,
Yeah.
right? Because I didn't feel like going to Walmart to get paper. I came across that old skit we were gonna do for Game Time Lotion.
Oh.
I wanted to tell you that, dude. Dude, we really went detailed into that now that I look at it, bro.
Yeah, for context, because no one knows, when we were doing our old show, we originally had a skit for this fucking hilarious commercial called Game Time Lotion, where kind of pretty much almost, if you can put two together, it sounds like exactly what it's for. You fucking use it to situate yourself before you're about to get into some crazy shit, whether it be some video games or some sports.
You need to be on your game.
You need to be on point. But for legal reasons, we're not allowed to do commercials and shit like that, fake or otherwise, on this show, unless it's like sponsored, like legitimately, of course. Because there's this.
Come talk to us, BCN. We got one for you. I got a great script already lined up for a commercial. You guys can
Hey
around
man,
for the show.
if you guys got the hookup on, you know, satisfying lubricants, we got you.
I got you. But all right, back to what I was saying. My favorite car, I got a bunch of them. I mean, my favorite vehicles in cinema and all that. I gotta first start off with, everybody's gonna say, if you didn't, you realize, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. You're hella cheating with that mother.
Yeah, it's like why I listed off like Kit and the Fast and the Furious. Like, yeah, those are just like it's shit you see Universal, right? Like all that stuff.
Right. The Universal wants you to say that. But then I got some ones where you're like, huh? Some of my favorite vehicles in time are the Flintstone car. Because gas, if you was with me now, all you is always going to put in on the gas.
You'd always be fit, too, with that shit.
Always going to be putting in on the gas with me. I don't want to hear it. You ain't getting in if you ain't moving it with me. So gas,
gotta burn some calories to get places, dude.
So you with me on the gas on that one. That's First Electric, bro.
That shit was so funny. Like, they got cars have that, they run while they're sitting. That's so hilarious.
Is like moving down the block, bro.
And they got stone wheels, so it's bumpy as shit too. They're getting their ass fucking reamed.
No, their feet, bro. You're not understanding. Here's the thing. You act like the ground was level and nice and soft. So when they hit them bumps, them toes.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's all bumpy. There's like rocks and everything. So like it's shaking.
Their toes are their toes are they getting bumping stubby toes.
Their toes are from everything else, dude. They probably lost all nerve on their feet. Like,
I'll tell anybody, when it comes to anime of the Hanna-Barbera era, Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble, you don't want to take a kick from the face from them, bro. Their feet are seasoned. Their feet are seasoned, bro.
Their feet are like rock hard.
Asphalt street, you're getting hit in the head with who on the street 24/7 with them in the house. Everything walk on it 24/7 feet. You don't want to take a kick from Barney Rubble or Fred Flintstone, bro. And then another one of my favorite vehicles of all time is Joe's wheelchair from Family Guy. Whew. Joe be putting in work with the wheelchair, bro.
That thing's tricked out, dude.
Oh, dude, Joe be chasing criminals through alleys on mountaintops, bro. Joe's wheelchair is on point, bro.
Oh, man.
I got Mr. Ed. He's a horse. It's a vehicle. I don't want to hear it.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, horses count, right? Like, I mean, mine aren't as funny. I definitely just kind of went like, ooh, these are kind of cool, or like what have you. Like, mine are pretty, like, a little bit slightly more generic, unfortunately. But I couldn't help these ones, man. Like I'm not gonna just pick like any old Batmobile, because like everybody loves the Batmobile, but like the most recent one from the Batman, how it's just
Can I say it before you say it?
go ahead.
I already think I know. The Tumbler.
No, I mean like the Tumbler was dope
Wow,
because
the Tumbler, it was 2 vehicles in one, and that
the Tumbler was
motorcycle was
insane.
cold.
That like I mean like just how tricked out it is. The Tumbler is fucking like pretty gnarly. It's not like, to me it's not like the epitome of what a Batmobile should look like. They could have definitely like, worked out some of the visuals on that. Like he could have taken it in and like spiced it up a little bit, make it just a little bit
Instead
more
of it
comic book,
being
but
boxier, they could have narrowed it down. But you gotta
a
understand,
little
there's
bit.
certain things that Tumbler was doing, like when it hit them walls, it went do 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 do.
Well, that's the thing.
Like,
Nolan, when he was making those movies, was like trying to ground everything in as much realism as possible. So, like as crazy of a fantasy vehicle as it was, that shit was like on set, like live, doing some pretty gnarly stuff. Like even then, that vehicle's pretty cool. No,
and then the way the
I'm talking
Tumbler
about
sounded, and when it braked, it was.
yeah, dude, that thing was pretty hard. No, I'm talking about the most recent. Like, say what you will about the movie itself. Pattinson's Batmobile, like how it was a stripped down kind of like little speedster, like
It was a
with a
Corvette
fucking.
or some.
It was what was it, Josh? Can you pull that up? They used the chassis of like some.
It was
From
like a
what?
Corvette.
From
No, the
the latest
body.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
from the latest
Batman.
one, the body was like a Corvette
I think it
or
was a
Mustang.
Camaro.
Yeah, it was weird, bro. It was a.
It was a spin on like on the old like on the super
It's
old
a Barracuda. That's what it was. A Plymouth Barracuda.
a Plymouth Barracuda. They used the chassis for that.
Here, look at it. So here's what a Plymouth Barracuda looks like. They're really f***ing cool.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, there we go. Definitely
I
tricked.
mean, it looks like one. We don't know if it is one though, because it's inspired by, right?
It's inspired by they had to take one main car, I imagine, like it like the way it
But no,
the
this
way
one looks like it in the movie. Even you're like, all right, they added a spoiler and took out the back seat and added a whole modified engine part to that. Like the engine moved to the back. That's all.
yeah, I got
The engine's in the front.
a little
Yeah,
fucking
see?
model of it right here.
The thing about what they did though is that's kind of weird is that in some scenes you can see that there's they have their exhaust coming from the hood, right? So you see
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see it up here, like where it's got like these little like flaps and shit up front, and then yeah, like the engine and like coming from the back, like I mean it's like to have like a jet engine in the back is pretty fucking unrealistic to begin with, but like I mean like the shape and like I think the overall color of it, like the way they were able to get like the back looking kind of like bat ears, even like from up top and stuff. I think like it was pretty cool seeing it move in the movie. I thought that was pretty neat. I mean, my original favorite fucking Batmobile is always going to be Kilmer's. That was my first ever one. That the fucking crazy neon blue coming out of the front and everything, that shit is hard. But I really like this recent one, dude. This shit is pretty crazy. Fucking Penguin was all fucking just like trying to get away from that shit, and like that chase was insane when like the cars just were fucking ramming through all those like vehicles and everything. My next one is I love all the fucking goofy races and Speed Racer, dude. The Mach 5 is pretty ridiculous, and especially in the movie. The Wazowski brothers one. Did you see it?
Out of all the vehicles, Speed Racer, bro.
I mean, I like it. You got a problem with Speed Racer?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like Speed Racer. Never cared.
Why don't you
for
like
it.
Speed Racer?
I don't care for racing shit like that, bro. Racing cartoons, never cared for them. You give me Twisted Metal, I'll watch it because of the death.
That would
You
be a
give me
pretty good
Twisted
show.
Metal, we're talking. But the Fast and the Furiouses and the Speed Racers and the wacky races, I don't care for that shit, man.
Wacky races are hilarious, dude. fucking all the goofy shit that they do to like fucking ram each other out, that shit is great.
Need for Speed was fucking dumb.
Well, they don't
The
have
movie,
they don't,
fucking
they don't have
stupid.
crazy spikes coming out of their fucking wheels to like knock each other out. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not like, yeah, you get crazy like they in Speed Racer. Unfortunately, they don't die, but if they died in Speed Racer, yeah, I agree. That'd be pretty
Best
gnarly.
racer movie I've gotten, bro, since the best racer movie I got other than Fast and Furious 1. Let's put that on record. Fast and Furious 1 is the best fucking racer movie when it comes to street racing back in the day.
And Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, right. You're fucking capping. You're fucking capping. Now,
I still think that Speed Racer movie is fucking hard as shit.
Death Race.
Which one?
The first one with Jason Statham was good.
But there's no one particular car that you liked over another.
No, all of them were. All of them
I
were
mean,
dope
I
in
haven't
that
seen them,
shit.
so like I haven't seen Death
Oh,
Race
all
yet.
of them are dope. All of them are dope because you drive. You've never seen it. You have to drive over sewer plates that release shield and weapons in your car for the game. So when the race starts, everybody's weapons and shields are off. And then when you're racing through the shit, there's plates that light up, and whoever drives over it first, they're active. Like, so when they're driving dope modified cars, homeboys like, there's a shield plate and it's lit. They'll drive over the shield. Now you got shield to protect yourself from if anybody got weapons lit. It's dope, dude. If you've never seen Death Race, that is dope.
Okay, all right.
You've seen it, Josh. I know you have.
I've seen the original one, and then yeah, the one with Jason Statham.
The original one, am I right? Tell them how they drove over the plates and it unlocks the in their car.
Oh yeah, they hit pedestrians. They're like 2,000 points.
Yep, 2,000, and the whole government and everybody in the nation is watching the races because it's prisoners. And if you win 7 races in a row, you're free. Death Race is dope as fuck, and so those are some of the dopest cars. But there's other cars too. The Thunder Tank.
What's that one?
Josh, pull up the Thunder Tank, bro.
There. Oh my god.
You see that coming down your block? What you gonna do?
It's pretty hard. It's pretty.
I had that as a kid, dude. Till my dad sold it for crack to the pawn shop. Bro, I had that and Panthro, Black Power, on that motherfucker, bro. And dude, Panther, I got the black character. My dad, I remember my mom asking me for Christmas, bro, what do you want for Christmas? I said, I want the Thundercats memorabilia. So she got me the Mumroar's base, the Thunder Tank and Panthro and Lionel and Snarf, and this sold them for crack.
Yeah, Snarf. He sold Snarf too.
Yeah, all for hit of some Pookie.
So he could snarf himself.
Stole my Teddy Ruxpin. I had Big Bird and Teddy Ruxpin. Both of them talk when you put tapes in them. Nigga read me books at night because my mom worked so much. So I had them reading me books. What happened? Took them one day, took them to the pawn shop for some rock. Didn't even tell my mama. Broke in the house and just took them. No more nighttime stories.
Did you have nice things afterward? After he left?
No, because my mom needed him to pay the bills for shit, so I had to pawn PlayStation. I saved up all my lunch money for 1 year, and I bought the PlayStation 1 when it came out, and we had to pawn that bitch.
How long did you have it?
A month or two.
Oh shit!
I wasn't tripping at that time because then my across the street had Sega Saturn. His mom worked at Sega. So she had the Sega Saturn right when it came out. It was like, this here is Sega Saturn. Yeah, after that, it was like, I bought my own shit, and that was me. Y'all can't pawn nothing that's mine.
What are some other ones? What are some other ones you like?
Dragon Zord.
That's a mech.
It's a vehicle. It is a vehicle.
I mean, shit, if we're doing... Oh my god!
You're not witty. You're not smart. You don't think outside the box. Don't get mad at me because you think inside a fucking box, 4 wheels. It's a fucking vehicle.
That's because I thought that's what the conditions were. We're talking cars.
It's a car to Tommy, the Green Ranger, in a battle against monsters.
It's a robot.
dragon.
It's not like
Zoid.
he uses that to go from home to fucking high school, asshole.
He does.
Like,
He does.
no, he
He
doesn't.
does. Bro, that go home right now with it. And all he's got to do is go, bam, 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 and that pop up right from behind the house.
I literally
you.
list all these robots. Right, get the out of here.
It sounds
But
like a
that would-
personal. You didn't think outside the box. If I
Can't
have
be bipedal.
Can't be
out of
bipedal.
here. All right, then. So fine. Zack's fucking tusk thing.
Can't be
Zack's-
a quadruped either.
It's
Fuck
on
you.
wheels, you sucker. Pull it up right now, and it's on wheels with the fake legs moving.
No, I'm
with
just saying
wheels
you
under.
can't be a robot Zoid or some either.
Like
you
here,
can't
he's
get
a
away
leg.
with it.
He ain't even a fucking Zoid. He's a leg. So that tells me he's a wheel.
Zack
he's a
from what?
Zack from Power Rangers. The Mastodon has wheels. I want to hear it, bro.
Actually, I think he's right. Didn't it roll?
Yeah.
If it rolls, okay.
Like the original one.
The original.
Like the original one. Yeah,
Sucker.
I think it did roll, and I thought it looked funny as
Funny
when
as
it shows it,
running with
rolling
them
up.
fake legs, acting like it's moving, but you see them wheels under it. I want to hear that shit. That is moving.
Okay.
Him and the Triceratops. The only ones that was moving his legs was the cheetah, bro. Rest in peace.
Okay. If it's,
Or no, saber-tooth tiger.
I was about to say, if we're gonna use mechs and I'd use Dexter's from Dexter's lab. Like,
Oh, dude, speaking of
Stu-
Dexter, dude, speaking of Dexter, bro. Speaking of Dexter, I was looking on the internet at serial killers and realized this is for a future episode, guys. Where Dexter, they got the idea for Dexter.
from where?
This Brazilian dude. I wrote this down. Brazilian dude named
I was talking about the
Pedro.
cartoon. He's obviously talking about the killer show.
Yeah, dude, Pedro Rodriguez. That
Who's that?
killed nothing but drug dealers and rapists in Brazil. And then when he went to jail at the age of 14, between the age of 14 and 19, he killed drug dealers in this gang that killed his pregnant girlfriend. He killed the whole gang. Like he waxed off the whole gang from the leaders to everybody. He killed the whole gang off at 19.
Out here icing baddies for the greater good.
Now, trip out on this. It's fucking funny. It's fucking crazy, Tim. You'll trip out. Now, he goes to jail for the murders and waxes off another 47 rapists and criminals who murdered people in jail, wax them off. When he gets out of jail in 2007, he goes back in 2011 for trying to do some inciting a riot.
Well, you just can't stop him.
No, then he gets out in 2018 and is now popular on YouTube. You can look him up. He's the original
He's got his
Dexter.
own YouTube channel.
Yep, everything.
He's trying to verify that.
Yeah, did what? Does he talk about his murders? Like, what does he do? I mean, that would, if he talks about him, shit, that would make a lot of people would listen. That's the thing
Yeah.
about that.
I want that nigga as a guest. B and C, get him.
I think that he's just on a lot of stuff on YouTube. I don't see that he has a channel. Maybe he does, but I can't find it.
The original
Well, all right.
Dexter. I want to see that nigga's vehicle. That nigga's vehicle's probably crazy. Like, imagine the vehicle of a nigga who's like a real serial killer, bro. Like, you're not, imagine Tim, imagine you're not his mark. You're just his friend. Imagine what things you would see in a serial killer that lives out of his car.
He just comes home. Just all tired. Got some blood on his shirt. It's like, hey, man. Hey, Pedro.
Why
See?
you gotta be Pedro?
You said if you were this guy's neighbor.
No, I said you were his friend, and he picked you up, and you weren't his mark.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, no, I guess I automatically imagine like also being like a neighbor friend.
Like, what would you do if you were Dahmer's friend and didn't suspect none of that? You were just a homie like Rob for me or Josh, Like you knew he was
Uh,
gay. Like, what would you do if you were Dahmer's homie? Like you were on the news, you were at
I
home
think
with
he
your
was a weird.
family.
I think he was a weird enough guy that he didn't have a whole lot of friends, did he? Like what?
Nah,
Yeah, like that's the thing. I
he
don't
killed
think.
all his friends.
Yeah,
Who?
we
What if you were the one that he was like, it's
if
actually
he was
cool
coming
talking
up
to
to
Tim.
next.
Tim's no. What if he was like, Tim is actually the one guy who listened to me one day. That one day you were like, all right, I had nothing to do. I'm gonna listen to him vent, and you listened
The
to him.
whole
You
the whole
gave him
Dane
some
Cook,
cool. You
he
gave him
kills
some.
everyone, but like
Actually, yeah,
overlooks you.
you get some cool advice, but you're at home with your family and don't even know nothing. Your girlfriend are just chilling at home with your kids. You and your wife are chilling home with your kids, and out of nowhere on the news,
No.
and then he's been at the house. He's been at the house. Like, yo, he was there for Christmas last 2 months ago. Your mama shook his hands. Y'all had him over for dinner type shit. And you see a big smacking booyah on your screen, and y'all is sitting at the house, bro. What are you thinking?
I mean, like if I'm a smart person, like if I picked up on his weirdness, I'd probably do a whole lot of distancing, man. I don't really spend a
No,
lot of
Tim, he's
time with
already
people who give
arrested.
weird vibes.
He's already arrested. And it's like this on the news. This guy had fucking 14 bodies and was eating asses and all kind of shit. Like, that's right there.
Oh,
Like,
I mean
nigga.
that could go for anybody, you know. Like that was the weird thing about like that too, is that like I mean, for his family, like they kind of suspected some weird like that, but didn't want to believe it, right? So it's
Yeah.
like if he was good at keeping like those vibes away, if he was like really cordial, really friendly, and all that, where you wouldn't even suspect it, like you'd be pretty fucking like you wouldn't be shocked. You wouldn't be like, oh Jesus Christ, he was
God be praising God. Like, damn. That was that
holy
weird
shit.
that one day at 10 o'clock. He was like, hey, Ron, can you help me with something real quick before you go home? And I was like, no, I'm
Thank
tired.
God I
I'm
was
chilling.
busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Thank God I
thank
was
God
like
I
either
passed,
busy.
pushed him off. That could have been me.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
All right. Well, we talked about killer cars and went on to actual killers.
Ain't there a killer car movie?
There's a
Death
killer
Car.
there's
Death
a
Car.
killer tire movie.
Yeah, that one I couldn't watch, bro. I tried to. The tire with psycho power, with telekinesis power.
Yeah, it was fucking a murdering psycho
Was it
tire.
rubber?
Yeah, rubber.
It had telekinesis. As soon as it starts off, it's rolling down the.
That's my
highway.
favorite vehicle. How about that, dude?
Perfect. It's perfect, dude. It's rolling down the street, Tim, and Josh, and the mother runs across a raven or a condor or some kind of bird, and it stops and just zaps it like.
This thing's out here killing people. This Sloan tire.
Let me tell you guys right now about that. The cost of the stuntman, the actor, the main actor and the stuntman, you didn't pay nothing.
Getting killed by tires.
Yeah, bro, because all you had to do is buy one brand new one and put some dirt on it, because you ain't gonna run the tread on that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Well, all right. I think that's time. We should probably wrap this
Hold
up.
on, real quick.
What's up?
This movie was
Yeah, Josh
was
and me are
a
having
haunted
fun,
car.
right, Josh?
John Carpenter's Christine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
but then
based off that?
No, this is that, like, this is a car that's haunted that kills people.
Kills, bro.
Murder
Runs
car.
around. This one
Killer car.
I seen the trailer. Was sitting out there just minding his own business, and he waxed off some code.
I gotta check this out. John Carpenter's the man.
Oh yeah, we seen the first one.
You want to check this out? You want to check out Christine?
I gotta find where it's streaming before I say yeah, cause
That's true.
Yeah, remember what I
You can
told
check real
you? I
quick.
was trying to find that one movie, and then just trying to
Out here trying to watch controversial shit, and they just won't let you live.
No, here's the thing, Josh. This is what it is. I'm trying to watch a controversial movie that's being talked about. I'm not with it. I just want to see what they're talking about, right? So I'm looking for all the pirating movie websites that fucking stream shit like that.
Not
None
a
of them
one.
have it. So they're pretty much telling me you gotta pay to the cause. Like, even if you're not down for the cause, you gotta pay to the rhetoric. It's like, nah, I ain't with the
Wow,
rhetoric, bro. I want to
He has to either fucking back them
back them by giving them my money to watch it, or
or just he's got to wait. He's got to wait
wait till
till
someone decides to get strict, put the on the pirate world for us. Because I'm not giving you money towards your rhetoric. That's like, it's like this.
fair
It's
enough.
like me watching a KKK documentary, but the only way I could watch it is if I pay to watch it. Why the would I give you money to this shit? I just want to see what they're talking about.
I just want to see what the hubbub is about. But okay. Let's wrap this up. Thanks for
Don't
tuning
say it
in.
like that, bro. We miss talking to you guys. We gotta go. Stay tuned next week for us. We're looking forward to maybe listen to this more. We look forward to you guys tuning in every week with us. I mean,
Continue
shout
to
out
like.
to Josh.
If you haven't subscribed, hit the comment section. Join in on the conversation.
Shout out to our guest this week, Josh.
Yo,
Shout out to our guest this week,
what's up,
Josh, co-editor
All
in
right.
chief and head honcho. This was his episode. This was his idea.
This was his.
Wow.
Shout out to
Wow.
Ralph and Tim. Man, I fucking hate you.
Likewise, good sir. All right, kick the beat.
Dude, down the road, they're gonna hear about on TMZ. This just in, famous podcast. This that signal. Tim back as host angrily shot into to the co-host's and shot him up in the middle of the night. Apparently, there was this dispute over a meeting on Discord. And Booh had yelled out the word. From what we're understanding from the text and what we're understanding from witnesses,
Bosch got
Jeremy
in a
and
serious raging fit and drove
Bosch
high
got
speed
into
all
a
the way
serious
down
rage.
over to Oklahoma straight from California,
But what we're
breaking
understanding
several
is this.
state laws to get
But what
there.
we're understanding is this. What was said is Boo had yelled at Tim and said, "Use a bitch," and said, "You ain't got the balls to come over here and bring that smoke." And then Tim ended the conversation, and we're at where we're at right now while the investigation's pursuing.